Feast or famine. Let's talk about feast or famine today. I did this for my Supersize Your Business, I guess, post or live video today. I was talking about feast or famine, and I love alliterations. Alliterations are fun. Words that, or phrases or sayings that start with the same letter are called alliterations. And I'm doing a piece on idioms and expressions that impact us as human beings, because it's amazing as I'm reading. Actually, I've got this little book of idioms. As I'm moving and cleaning my house, I find all these little hidden treasures. My ex-husband used to always say that I had lots of hidden treasures, which is a nice way of saying I'm a hoarder and I save too much stuff. And I will tell you, this move, talk about a in my face of feast or famine. If I ever thought that there was lack or scarcity of anything in my life, I was crazy, because I have so much abundance. And I used to call it shit, but really it's abundance and stuff in my life. It's incredible. And I am doing this massive purge of chaos, and I'm still saving way too much. I'm still saving and keeping more stuff than almost anyone I know would ever need or want or desire. But I'm purging 90%. My goal is 90% of all of the things, the clutter and the things and the physical things that I own, I'm getting rid of. And it's pretty easy, because I'm going from a really big house to a really small interim place, and then to, I don't know where I want to go next. So instead of putting pressure on myself to decide where am I going to go next, I'm doing this massive purge and getting rid of stuff. And I'm only keeping the things that I really want to take along with me. And for some of us that are hoarders or keepers or savers of everything, this is a huge challenge, bigger than any other project I've done. So feast or famine. Definitely been a lot of feasting in my life that I didn't necessarily appreciate, because, you know, we live in this polar universe where we have and are attracted to opposites. So feast way too much of something, famine not enough of something or anything. It could be food, it could be health, it could be wealth, it could be anything that you can imagine. But the truth is, we live in this incredibly abundant world where there is more than enough of everything for everybody. It's just not necessarily in the right place at the right time. And that's entirely up to us, whether we are attracting and going out and getting what we need at the right place in the right time. And I've learned over the years that my mindset and what I think and what I feel about certain things determines whether I have the feast mentality or the fasting mentality about it, or the famine mentality about it. My health is a great example of that. Over the years, over the decades, I've not taken care of my health at all. That would be famine. Or I've gone overboard the opposite direction, and my health would consume me, and I took care of my health above everything else. And other times, same with work. I guess I'm a feast or famine kind of gal, where I focused entirely on work to the detriment of my relationships and other things that were going on in my life, or I focused entirely on my relationships and not work. I mean, it's okay. I'm just thinking about this now. I am totally a feast or famine person. Realization, light bulb is going off, scary. So that's really interesting, because I guess because I hate the thought of being normal or average, I tend to go one way or the other, feast or famine. I guess I got some personal development work to do. So feast or famine, thinking about that today, thinking about how that impacts my life in different areas and aspects, but also in my business and my businesses, and what I'm doing as I transition from the brick and mortar world and corporate world of business to the online world, and how I want to set up and structure my businesses so that they're more predictable, so that they're more steadily growing, instead of feeling like it's the feast or famine thing. And I'm doing that by the products and the services and what I choose to give and provide, and the types of things and the way I want to spend my time, versus how in the past I felt like my business dictated how I had to spend my time, what I needed to do any given day. So I do like that better in the online world, that I get to decide, hey, these are the things I'm good at, these are what I'm going to work on, these are the things I stink at, these are the things I'm going to find other people to do and delegate. And don't get me wrong, I did that in my business world as well, my brick and mortar business world as well, but I still felt like I had to be at a certain place at a certain time every single day, which felt more like a job than it did like a business sometimes. Until, of course, I structured the business and put systems in place so that I could work a 4-hour work week. I could, I didn't even have to probably be there 4 hours a week, but I was 4 days a week, an hour a day. I went into my business and dealt with that business, because I personally think that when you have a business, you either have to have a kick-ass, awesome manager that you trust wholeheartedly, or you have to have a physical presence in that business on a regular basis or at some frequency, so people know that they can have access to you. It's more about the access to you to set the direction of that business and the tone of that business than it was actually having to physically be at that business. But people need access to you, or everything turns to caca. At least that's been my experience. Even if you have great systems in place and great people in place, everybody needs attention. Everybody deserves and wants attention. So you need to they have to have access to you. Same in the online world, by the way. You have to make sure that people have a certain level of access to you. If you're too far removed from the people you're working with, why are they working with you? They won't. They'll go work with someone else. They'll go be connected to and involved with someone else. Life and business is all about relationships, experiences and relationships. And if people aren't receiving what they need from you in a relationship, they'll go to another relationship. This is true in business as well as our personal relationships. I'm not married anymore because my ex-husband didn't think he was getting from me what he wanted, so he went and found it from someone else. That's the way it works in relationships as well as our businesses. If our customers, if people don't think and aren't getting the service and the attention that they want from us in business, they will go get it elsewhere. It's human nature. It's just the way things work. So, feast or famine. How is feast or famine playing out in your life and in your experiences? I would love to have a discussion about that. Share in the comments below. Hey, maybe you're in a feast phase. Maybe you're in a phase where just everything is going your way. Or maybe you're in a famine phase. Either way, we are where we are. We are where we are for a reason. And sometimes we don't like to think that, but we totally are. I am in this moving situation and downsizing for a reason. And I'm not even downsizing. I'm just eliminating the things I'm not using because they can bless other people's lives. I don't need them. So I'm not using them. I don't need them. Why not bless other people with them? Personal philosophy. So what am I working on for the online business? 90-day challenge, day 78 today. We're doing a subscriber push for, probably a handful of days. Maybe not, maybe 4 days, 4 or 5 days. We'll do it. And we're talking about today. What are we talking about today? Today we're talking about that we have the solution for our perfect prospect's problem, and we need to show them that we have the solution and promise them the solution to their problem. So that's what we're doing today. And then inviting them to subscribe and be a part of it, an ongoing conversation and communication with us so that they can continue to get value from us and solutions to problems along the way, especially to, of course, the number one problem we solve for them. So that's a 90-day challenge. It's crazy. We're at day 78 already. I mean, I was thinking about it yesterday. I'm like, okay, we don't have that many days left, and there's like so many things I want to cover. I want to cover partnerships and affiliations and partnering up with people that you can not compete with, but you can collaborate with to attract and reach more people that you're here to reach and speak to and communicate with and influence. It's all about influence, Influencer Live Video Challenge. So I want to do a whole piece on that. I want to do about the Dream 100 and how you target the right people and get in relationships with the right people and build relationships with the right people for you and for the people you serve, your customers, your clients, your perfect prospects. So I want to do that. There's a few other pieces that I want to get in there that I want to make sure I get done in the 90 days. And you think when you start something like a 90-day challenge, oh my God, that's so much time. How am I ever going to think of topics? How am I ever going to think of content? How will I keep people going for 90 days? And then I get to day 78 and I'm like, okay, how am I going to get everything I want to get done, right? So there's always another 90-day challenge, right? We can always do another 90 days because life is about continually improving and doing what it is that we love to do and serving people in a way that feels good to us. So 90-day challenge, big move. Oh my gosh, this is push week. Kitchen today. I'm doing my kitchen today. Did my closets yesterday with my sisters, and thank God for them because that was super helpful. It's so helpful for someone like me to have other people come in and just say, yeah, all these things need to go. And I think I pulled 2 things out of the need to go pile for sentimental reasons, but otherwise I just go with it. Hey, if you guys think this stuff needs to go, it needs to go. So, you guys is not right. You all, or my sisters, or you women, whatever. I'm not politically correct. Go out. If I can help you in any way, shape, or form, hit me up in the comments below. I'm busy. I'm super busy, but that doesn't mean I won't help you. It totally doesn't mean that. It means that I am particular about whether I'll help you or I'll hook you up with somebody else that can help you. I'll send you in the right direction, whatever you need. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what you think about this whole feast or famine thing and where you think you are in your life right now. For me personally, having some health challenges, so it's not quite a famine. And here's the deal. Are we really ever feast or famine? Pretty much no. It's just a perspective. It's a mind game we play with ourselves because we always survive. I mean, we're still here listening, talking, watching. So we usually don't die. It's usually not that dire. So we're not fasting or famining. And, feasting, are we so busy and so stressed out? Oh yeah, we can have that. But that, again, is a mindset thing, right? It's I can't handle this. I'm overwhelmed. That is totally a mindset thing. At least it is, at least it is for me. I used to run through my life like a chicken with my head cut off because I was so busy and I was trying to do so many things. And I realized I was creating all that. I was creating all that by saying yes to too many things, by committing to things that really weren't a priority for me, but I thought I should do them because it was the right thing to do. But they weren't a good thing for me. They weren't a good fit. At one point we were running, I think, 7 businesses, which meant I was running 7 businesses with my ex-husband. And it was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. And I wasn't taking care of my health. So my health was having a famine. The businesses were feasting, but I was killing myself. And I literally had a sudden cardiac arrest. So don't do that. Forget this feast or famine thing. Find the flow in the middle that feels right for you. And that's what you want to settle into. That's what you want your life. That's the pace you want your life to be clicking along at. We want our life to be clicking along at a pace that excites us, but doesn't traumatize us. A pace that excites us, but doesn't we're not bored, but excites us. We gotta be curious and have fun about things. But a pace that we can flow with and that is good for us in all areas and aspects of our life. It's good for our health. It's good for our relationship. It's good for our emotions. It's good for our spiritual beliefs and feelings and well-being, or our actually human well-being. And it's good for our relationships, our experiences, and our all-around life, right? All right, I'm stopping talking. I have a gazillion things to do. I got to do the 90-day challenge, and my beautiful 4-year-old granddaughter's coming, and I got a whole lot of work to do with respect to moving. Have an awesome day. If you have any moving tips or advice, share those in the comments below too, because I could sure use them. Take care. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.